up from up underneath the rock and say you ain't. I knew that the very day I opened my mouth for the first time. I accepted that as being part of the gig. I knew damn well in this day and time that the ignorance of our people is thick. And we're going to be that way. With every word I had to say, I knew that our people's ignorance was country and slow-minded. One step from being was ready to go. I knew that. I knew all about the teleporters and the young elders and every one of them niggas who, to me, don't have no name because they all the same mind. And I knew that every time you knock down one, they was going to send another. That every time, you notice now, each one of them showed their asses, said what they had to say meanly and corruptedly, aggressively, non-stop. That every time I step out front and clean their clock, it's just the amount of time, but it's still another. And this thing has repeated itself again and again and again and again, but through the form. Just like I knew it would do. True to form. Because you have to know, ignorance does not pay attention to all the, ignorance does not pay attention to all the things it should. And ignorance chooses to pay attention to all the things it shouldn't. That's what makes it ignorant in the first place. And they sound so country all the time. I'm talking about slow minds. Ignorant as they won't be. Again and again and again. And I want y'all to know that you're going to print that out and put it out there. Ignorance, by design, does not pay attention to anything it should all the time. But consciously, as a community of ignorance, choosing to pay attention to all the things that shouldn't, becoming just one gigantic, destructive, and in no way constructive mechanism that is indeed a developed mentality. By choosing to be so ignorant. You know, and I know that once ignorance displays itself, it says to the entire world, you can be as ignorant as me if you just try real hard. Because it takes practice to be this ignorant. And what do? They ignore and refuse to pay attention to everything that they should. true to form, and has been this way since ignorance itself was born. Ignorance doesn't mind tearing things down and destroying and killing the very people whose lives we are here to save. Ignorance doesn't mind that. Ignorance will say every vile thing it can possibly think of out of its mouth every day, relentlessly. I knew the state of our people before I stepped out front and said word one. In fact, if the ignorance didn't show its face to attack, I would think I was saying something wrong. Because ignorance is so vile and mean and corrupted from its birth, it can only be that which it was created to be, which is ignorant as a motherfucker. And do you know where the word motherfucker came from? The word motherfucker came from the fact that when we were slaves, if I was strong and showed myself to be, the ignorance of the slave master would have me go have sex with my mother. How and why? Because it wanted to breed. Listen, a strip it saw in me as a slave, thinking that indeed, if I was to fuck my mother, I would continue to be a strip driven from its concept of ignorance, which produced the word motherfucker in the first place. Are y'all hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Oh.
Now, but through this ignorance that was created and bred and breeded and cultivated and put in place with a posture of relentlessness, I knew with every word ignorance would have to say what the job would be. What makes anybody think that these things, listen now, that have been happening to me again and again and again, didn't happen to me already 2,000 years ago? The same ignorance you see today is the same ignorance that was displayed long time ago. Tell the truth and shame the devil. So, I have to say, is the ignorance of today, listen now, any different? And without question, if you read my story and take it in the heart, you'll see that ignorance has stayed true to form for 2,000 years. But here today, the ignorance that attempts to get in the way is not cultivated all by itself. It's cultivated up and above everything else by the federal government against anything and anybody who is Nubian, carrying color, Be you sister or brother, father and mother, mother and daughter, or father and son. To take it further now than it has ever been before. How and why? Because it has to. It has to set out with an action that is designed only to destroy, not to uplift, not to improve the quality of life of our people, not to do anything but sit around and run its mouth about the same things over and over and over again. Because if you look at it, nothing that is being said out against me has not been said before. It's just more the same. Because at no time is ignorance here to build. Ignorance is only here to destroy, to pick apart the effort of the righteous. Why? Because ignorance is non-righteous. Ignorance is as far away from right as wrong is supposed to be. So, the question is, should a spirit of discouragement be accepted or put into place? Because I look at it, has ignorance in any way affected us? Really? No. Want to know why? Because it has not changed our quality of life for the worse in any way. Our quality of life was fucked up from the gate. Has it in any way kicked us further down? No, because when you're on the floor, you can't go no lower than that. There's only one direction left to you. That the minute you start to, in any way, show that you have come to embrace, England will do all it can to put its foot in your face and on your neck, trying to wrap the umbilical cord of wisdom, wrap the umbilical cord of stupidity around wisdom's neck, to choke wisdom out in a way by which they would hope wisdom would never be able to breathe again. Nowhere. At any time. To which I say here today to each and every one of you, what did you expect ignorance to do besides that? And what did y'all think? The minute anybody, I don't care who they are, stepped out and said, this is what we have to do to rise. You have to follow orders, because success is cultivated through orders that are given and orders that are taken the right way. If you are to be successful, and if success belongs to you, inheritedly so, that means that one day, ignorance won't have the power to stand in wisdom's way. Because wisdom is always wise, and it knows beforehand, not just to humble out, but it also has the information of ignorance, what it cultivates, and its birthplace, and what attributes ignorance would carry into the physical form and into the physical plane. Excuse me, and onto the physical plane. With a mentality that, check this out, couldn't tell him, ask me again, I tell you the same. Because what? Ignorance is my name, is what it declares. What's your name? Putting name. Ask me again, I'll tell you the same. Ignorant damn thing I told you before. And the ignorance of it all remains the same. From one agent to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. It doesn't know it needs to shit a couple of records out. In other words, if you dancing on every tune that comes, motherfucker, you gonna build up a sweat. Sit one or two out, goddamn. Ignorance is too ignorant to know that. Why? Because any and all records that play, it wants to dance. And it wants to be seen and heard from the mountaintop. It wants to be noticed in our story in some sort of way because it has a mentality that wants to show off its ignorance every day. And remember, ignorance at its origin never pays attention to anything that will cause our people to win, to succeed, to rise, and not be ignorant anymore. And Lord have mercy, ignorance remains thick here today, thicker than ever before. Only because it must be we're doing something right. Because if we weren't doing something right, you have to ask yourself, would ignorance put up such a fight? Hell no. Ignorance would just be the ignorance it was and has been already. But because we are being effective in saving lives, in changing the course of a people that was destined to die, that was being killed the very day it was born. We who are the people of color, here today you see a concentrated ignorance. Here today you see a more in-depth ignorance, a more calculated ignorance, a more hateful ignorance, a more destructive ignorance, and a more stupid ignorance than ever before. Being worse than, duh, which way did he go? Because what did they do? As the agents they are, they look for, listen, the weakest minds amongst us. Because you got to say, certain ones of them are not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Slow as molasses. Being the biggest asses they ever been before. Doing whatever possible to keep this nation from maintaining a sense of guidance and direction, because they now fear more than ever before. How and why? Because they see now that there is one from amongst us who can place the order of the order and can teach that the order must be obeyed. And the fear is then generated right there in ignorant space. How and why? Because they're starting to see by this guidance, which is military, that niggas is starting to take orders now. And niggas are starting to do what they're what? Told. Which is what they never wanted to see come about. A military mind. A military mentality that has sergeants, lieutenants, captains, and most importantly, as a general who speaks in general terms, never in private ones. Oh, the fear then becomes great amongst ignorant, because it has more reason to be ignorant here today and to be in fear of wisdom's way. Because we know one thing, that wisdom over the centuries has survived. And you can't just come out and talk some bullshit and think that wisdom's going to run away. And you can't buy wisdom in the store. In fact, it would be wise if you just put that thought away, that wisdom can be gathered at any time and in a place. Because if that was the case, everyone would be wise, and you wouldn't have such a thick set of ignorance amongst us that's only designed to stand in wisdom's way. Wisdom knew this before it took its first breath. Wisdom knew that ignorance, inevitably so, would come in a day, not when the people weren't listening, as thick as it is, but only because the people are listening more than you would ever know. And if you talk bad about a motherfucker every day that I don't know, all of a sudden I'm going to raise an eyebrow. I'm going to say, damn, who is that masked man? Why is all this attention and all these vile things being said out against him? Are they right? Are they something I should listen to, which sets the mind of he or she who don't know me to want to know me now in some type of way, where if ignorance would just shut his mouth, a whole lot of them people who are, wanting to know ATUN-RE now may have never wanted to know him before. So ignorance becomes an agent against its own life, against its own ethics, against its own actions, words and deeds. How and why? Because now you got people paying attention and wanting to know actual rate more than ever before. Because ignorance done spoke out so vigorously amongst it, about him. Who is this masked man? To the minds of the people that don't know him, then becomes the question that is raised just because ignorance steps out front and wants to say all it can say. Everything you can imagine. Cultivated, however, like I told you, by the federal government. What makes anyone think for 1 minute that this ignorance would not show its face? Hasn't it shown its face again and again and again? Hasn't it been relentless? Has ignorance ever been your friend? Has ignorance in any way reached out its hand to you in a way by which it wanted to lift you up? Has ignorance in any way perpetrated the truth? Or has ignorance perpetrated a fraud since as far back as its birth? You have to know if it's slow as molasses, it can only prove to be the ashes that it is every day. Country is a motherfucker. You can hear it sound like they're from the deep regions of Alabama, where every Bama could possibly be placed. Talking with a southern drawl so thick that sometimes you can't understand a word it has to say. Like, what that nigga, what your name is, Quila? Hey, bro, what your name is? Quila? And Quila ain't the softest knife in the drawer like Karima. Matter of fact, the name sound a whole lot like the same. And you want to interview and call that a goddess? Well, that leaves a lot to be desired. Because if a goddess can be affected in a way by which they are so, even here today, so emotionally attached to something they should have never attached themselves to, or somebody they shouldn't have attached themselves to in the first place. Because it was told to the sister, I do not belong to you. And please do not ever make me choose in between you and my father, because if my father tells me to do something and you want me to do something another way, who the hell do you think I'm going to listen to? I'm sorry to tell you, you'll be dropped like a bad habit. And without question, the sharpest knife in the drawer want to stay around the sharpener. Listen, if it's not the sharpest knife in the drawer, it wants to stay around the sharpener as much and as possible, as it possibly can. So it one day can sharpen its knife because it knows it's not the sharpest knife in the drawer in the first place. But only a certain amount, listen, only a certain amount of time is afforded to each and every one of you. Don't think that my time with you will be a forever and a day. The time I spend with you that belongs to you, can anybody take away? If indeed that time is yours, can nobody take that from you? But you can't be selfish, because you ain't the only knife in the drawer that has to be sharpened. Even if you are the sharpest knife amongst us, you only got that way that a time was allotted to you to be with ATUN-RE. That time was yours. And can't nobody come in between you and that. But you can't be selfish. You got to give somebody else a chance to get now what you got by saying, go sit with him, child, because I know you need to. And don't worry, I ain't going to get mad, because I know he only going to give you what he's giving me. Which I know is something you need, child. Get on over there with him. Fast as you can. Is what, listen, any rightful mind should be smart enough and not selfish enough to say, right or wrong. If indeed the woman knows that the time she has spent with me, turn that music off. What the hell wrong with you? What the hell is wrong with you? You don't turn that on when heaven's talking to you. That could keep somebody else from not being able to hear just one word. As a destructive agent. And after all the right knowledge you've learned, you can't tell me you don't know that here today. What's wrong with you? You don't play the music till I tell you to. Child, without being something I know you shouldn't be, which is a damn fool. You don't see that? How long, black man? How long, black woman? Don't you see that little bit is a seed of ignorance that can grow amongst us again like a cancer and spread? You have to display a wisdom that you should have by now. When words like the ones that are coming out of my mouth right now are being spoken, are you joking? Are you alive? Are you dead mentally? Have you risen, or do you still need to be resurrected? And the signs that show itself that the need is still great shows its face right here today. If you're going to select to put some music on while I'm talking this way, what the hell wrong with you? Now, am I lying? Am I lying?
Hell no.
How can you be mad at somebody who loves you that much? To yell out at you that way in a day when nobody else gives a fuck about whether you grow or not. How can you be mad at me? Should you be? I'm asking a question.
Hell fucking no. No.
There you go.
Hell
remember,
Chief.
Remember, response time is everything. Should you be mad at it being like that?
Hell no.
Hell no. Whose love is that great for you? Because if I didn't love you, I just let the music play. You hear that? Just let the music play. That I know that's playing out against you. Worse than rap music. Because it's wrapping you all up in some type of something. And you, in it all, become a mummy. All over again. One of the mentally, dead. And it's just a little seed. It wasn't even playing that loud, now was it? But I know them seeds are destructive. When heaven is opening its mouth, damn it, you motherfuckers better listen. And better listen with bated breath, hanging on every word. And you got to listen in a way by which you're forever considerate of somebody what else who might not hear as good as you do. Who, because you put that little music on, might miss one word that you shouldn't want them to. Not when heaven opens its mouth. Because you don't have opportunity to hear what heaven has got to say every day, child. Now, do you? Do you?
No.
And if I don't sound like your great-grandmama right this minute, I'll eat my hat and yours. But here today, the words that come out of heaven's mouth, listen, has got an extra creative spin on it. It's created just for you, child. Because I know you niggas can't ignore this. Or at least you shouldn't. If you're smart. And I ain't gave birth to no damn dummies. And now one of mine stupid. And so if you show a stupid face to me, I'm going to tear your ass up with wisdom's way. And every word that wisdom has to say, I'm going to tear your ass up. Until you get wisdom's way too. And I saw wisdom be displayed from you the same way I know it's coming out of heaven's mouth. Like what?
Now.
And that is heavenly. So you through with love. And you say, it's just a waste of time. It blew your mind. There are two sides to love. And if you will, I'd like to show you mine. Oh, love has its ups and downs. It's sometimes like a merry-go-round, going around and around and around and around, never knowing where you're bound. Who do you know in this day can give it to you that way? It may not be the one you want, but I'm sure the one you need. Give me a chance and you'll see. Love shared by you and me can be heavenly. That's why. Who do you know in this day and time can give it to you that way with such an excellence? Who?
No goddamn body, but you.
So you do with love, and you say it's just a waste of time to blew your mind. There are two sides to love, and if you will, I like to show you mine. 'Cause love has its ups and downs. It's sometimes like a merry-go-round, going round and around and around and around. Never knowing where you're bound. I may not be the one you want, but I'm sure the one you need. Give me a chance and you'll see. Love said by you and me can be. Emily, that's why. My mind was changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. There was love in the air, baby, you know. Time to rush, we've been at it where the time goes. You're going to have to show me now. You're going to have to show me now. So call my name ATUN-RE Israel. And I know you love me the way I is loving you. And it's true that you got a motive. And I think that I know it. But I feel all your insecurities. And I hope that you're open, because my message gives notice that I want all your energy. Come give me that good love and no question. Reach out and you'll touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Good love and no question, baby. Reach out and you'll touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. It's about to go down. Come and lay your burden down. Because if you are somebody and you know you are somebody now, don't you know you say it loud? It's about to go down. Come and say it loud. Because if you are somebody and you know you are somebody now, don't you know you say it loud? ATUN-RE is real. ATUN-RE is real. Yeah. Oh,
ATUN-RE is real.
Watch this. Oh, late night. Call me in the morning, better say right. Better play right. Say, don't be timid when you're in it, better fight the fight. Because ATUN-RE is real. Oh, give me that. Good love and no question. Reach out and you'll touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Good love and no question, baby. Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. My mind was changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. There was love in the air, baby, you know. Time to rush, we've been at it where the time goes. But you're going to have to show me now. So call my name, ATUN-RE is real. And I know you love me the way I've been loving you. And it's true that you got a motive. And I think that you know it. And I feel all your insecurities. And I hope that you're open, because my message gives notice that I want all your energy. Come give me that. Good love, hey, no question. Hey, reach out and you touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Whoa, good loving, baby. Whoa, reach out and you touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Oh, it's about to go down. I ain't here to play around. If you are somebody and you know you are somebody now, don't you know, say it loud. Turn up. If it's about to go down, come and lay your burden down. Because if you are somebody and you know you are somebody now, don't you know, say it loud. Turn up. ATUN-RE is real. ATUN. It's real. Boy, it don't get no better than that.
It don't get no better than that, baby. That's it right there. That's it. That's it.
I hope you niggas have pressed record. If you didn't, you have broken and violated the rules. Oh, he got the chief. Going back to Ray Israel. And I know you love me the way I've been loving you. And it's you that you got a motive. And I think I like it. But I feel like insecurity.
Hey, let me get 10 on that gas pump right there with the blue truck.
Watch it. And I hope that you're open, because my message is loaded. Woo! That I want all your in there. Come give me that. Come give me that. Just that right. And I want all your energy. Come give me that. Good love, no question. Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't touch me. Dad, don't waste my time. Good love, baby. Reach out and you'll touch me. Bad habits, don't touch me. Dad, don't waste my time. It's about to go down. Come and lay your burden down. If you are somebody and you know you are somebody now, don't you know to say it loud? That's true, right? It's real. Shit! My mind was changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. There was love in the air, baby, you know. Time to rush, we've been at it by the time go. You're going to have to show me now. So come on, name. That's too late. It's real. And I know you love me the way I've been loving you. And it's true that you got a motive. And I think that I like it. Because I feel all your insecurity. Woo! And I hope that you're open. Because my message is loaded. And I want all your energy. Come give me that. Give love and no question. Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Good loving, baby. Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Ooh, late night. Coffee in the morning on the play right. Better play right. Don't be timid when you're in it, better fight the fight. What's his name?
I know you
won't go there. I see it. No, I know you wanna go there. And say, I see you just front and come here.
I knew.
What? Say, love a sign and fire. Wait, say, give me the word, baby. Say, ooh, yeah, motherfucker, I done redid the whole song. Watch this shit. I ain't playing. I got something to say to y'all. I know you just want to go there. I see you just fucking come here. What? Right there. I ain't playing. Right there. Ooh, late night. Coffee in the morning, better. Where's that? Ooh, late night. Coffee in the morning with a date right. I got it. Better play right. Don't be timid while you're in it. Better fight the fight. Cause that too late is here. And I know you love me the way I know you. And I know you want to go there. Let's say.
That's your way, Israel.
Right.
I know you wanna.
There it is. I know you wanna go there. I see you stop by and come here. I know you can drive the chauffeur and anticipate the touchdown. Come and join with me right now. What's that?
Nothing more than
friends and rendezvous with family, not food. Just be motivated. It's all for the taking. What you need is here. No, the personified, that's what you need. Niggas! You hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So keep your mind open.
Get them all your
attention, undivided now. Oh, baby, now. Come, oh, family, now. Come give me that. That's it. Oh, family, now. Come give me that. Good love,
yes.
No question. What? You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? What this? Ooh, late night. Coffee in the morning, better date night. Better play right. Don't be timid while you're in it. Better fight the fight. Cause I know you wanna go here. I know you just wanna. What say?
I know you wanna.
No, better fight the fight. Cause ATUN-RE is here.
And I know
know you wanna go there. I see you stop and come here. I know you can drive the chauffeur. Anticipate the touchdown. Come and join with us right now. Just be motivated. What is it?
let's be more than friends. And
Randevú as family, not food. What? Just be more than friends. There you go. Let's be more than friends. And rendezvous as family, not food. What? Niggas, y'all hear what I'm saying to you?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Love it, Chief.
It's for the taking.
right.
Just be motivated. It's all for the taking.
The personified.
The personified, I got what you need. What? Niggas! So give me your attention. So keep an open mind. And give me your attention. Undivided now.
Oh,
Say undivided and open now. Come give me that. What? Come give me that. Good love is no question. What? Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't touch me. Just don't waste my time. What? My mind was changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. Baby, love in the air, baby, you know. Kind of rush, we've been at it where the time goes. But you're going to have to show me now. So call my name, ATUN-RE is real. And I know you love me the way I've been loving you. And it's true that you got a motive and think that I like it. Cause I feel all your insecurity. And I hope that you're open, cause my message is noticed that I want all your energy. Come give me that good love and no questions. Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Good love, baby. Reach out and you touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Ooh, late night. Coffee in the morning, better play right. Better play right. Don't be timid while you're in it. Better fight the fight.
That's the real Billboard chart.
ATUN-RE is here. What? Cause ATUN-RE is here. What? ATUN-RE. And I know you wanna what? And I know you wanna go there. I see you stop front and come here. I know you can drive the chauffeur. And say anticipate the touchdown. Come and join with us. Come and join with me right now. Let's be more than friends. And rendezvous as family, not food. What? Niggas! Cause ATUN-RE is here. And I know you love me the way I've been loving you. And it's true that you got a motive. And I think that I like it. But I feel insecurity. What, nigga, what? Tell me that shit ain't hot. Tell me that shit ain't hot.
That's hot.
And that ain't delivering the message
Very much
to the
so.
entire
Hot and
world
true.
right there. Okay? Because it's about to go down. Come and lay your burden down. You know y'all somebody, you know y'all somebody now. Don't they know he said now? ATUN-RE is here. What? Because I know you love me the way I've been loving you, and it's true that you. What? Niggas, come get that. Good love and no question. What? Come give me that. Good love and no question. Reach out and you touch me. Bad habits, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. What? Good loving, baby. Good loving, baby. Yeah. Cause ATUN-RE is here. ATUN-RE is here. What? And I love you now. What? Anticipate the touchdown. Come and join with me right now. Let's be all best friends. Let's rendezvous as family, not food. What? Y'all hear me now? Shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's wisdom's way. That's wisdom's way. Wisdom always finds a way.
Love.
Wisdom always finds a way to get it across to you. Wisdom always finds a way. While ignorance don't listen to a word I got to say. I can do 1,000 things right, do one thing wrong, and what the fuck they gonna focus on? I do 1,000 things right, do one thing wrong. That don't even be wrong. Yeah, I told that nigga the truth. I don't give a fuck about what's happening on Pluto. You, nigga. Do any of you?
No. Yes, sir.
Ask yourself.
We don't care.
Because what niggas is eating on Pluto ain't gonna send you to the bathroom. You don't see that?
I see.
I do 1,000 things right. Wait a minute now. I do 1,000 things right. Do one thing wrong that ain't even wrong. And what the federal government do? Because wait till y'all see this video. Wait till y'all see this video. Yo. Man, let me tell you something. Along with this, what I've spoken here tonight. Because every word has been right. But I tell you, my mind has changed. I don't care. I still love you, agent of the devil. I love you too. If you say you sorry and you'll quit your job, huh? Even though I know you the motherfucker that murdered me in my last life. Even though I know that. How much love can one motherfucker have? The type of love that you all ain't seen in 2,000 years.
ATUN-RE is real.
That's right. Come to me, Dad. Good love and no question. Reach out and you touch me. Don't touch me. Dad, don't
Hey.
Love.
Just don't waste your time.
Because my message is noticed that I want all your energy. Come to me, Dad. Good love and no question. Reach out and you touch me. Dad, don't touch me. Just don't waste my time. Shit. What?
Don't waste his time, y'all. Time is money.
Don't be ignorant. Don't be ignorant all your lives. Because my mind has changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. There's love in the air, baby, you know. Time to rush, weeping at it, the time go. Because you're going to have to show me now, so come my name. That's true, baby, it's real. But, love a sign of fire. What? Love a sign of fire. Oh, it's about to go down. Come and lay your burden down. What? And if there are somebody, don't you know there are somebody now? Don't you know to say it loud? ATUN-RE Israel.
ATUN-RE Israel.
Israel. And come give me that good love, there's no question. What? What?
Yes, sir.
The message is loud and clear. And the motherfucker can't hear that message. He's up moon and moo moon. Up moon, mook moon, and su moon. One of the moon brothers. Deaf, dumb, and what? Blind. How much does one little nigga have to what? Do for you to rise? Whether you are an FBI agent or not. Quit the job, motherfucker. For it's too what?
Late.
For it's too late. And I know you want to be there. I see you stop fronting. Come here. Let's ride. I see you stop fronting. Come here. I know you can drive so far. Say, and to make the touchdown.
Come and join us.
Right now. Come and join us like right now. Little FBI agent motherfucker. Quit your job like right now. It's too late, and you go down with all the fools for being fools. You know it's true. Quit the job like right now. Come and join with me right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family, not fool. You hear that? Quit the job like right now. You can drive us. Quit the job like right now. Come and join with me. Listen, come and join with me as family, not fools. What? Nigga? You hear me? Nigga?
Yes, sir.
I don't care if y'all Alpha Boys, Alphabet Soup, nigga. I don't care if y'all ABC, and CBS, and NFL, and FBI, and CIA, and all the rest of y'all. I don't care. I love you anyway. Quit the job, motherfucker. Quit the job like right now. Before it all goes like right down. Come and join with me. What? Ooh, late night. Coming in the morning, date ride. What? Better play right. Don't be telling me why you're in it, better fight the fight. Quit the job like right now. Shit, nigga. My mind was changed. I'm glad you came. Who do you think I'm talking to? It's not too late. You are my mate. I don't care if you're FBI agent, motherfucker. Get your head right now. Quit the job like right now. Let's be all them friends. Come to the dance. Good love and no question. Reach out and you'll touch me. Bad habits don't touch me. Just don't waste my time.
My time.
Nigga, with that bullshit. Ignorant as a government. Ignorant as a motherfucker. How long, black man? Quit the job like right now.
Right now.
Because being an FBI agent ain't going to prove to do you shit. And we have exposed your ass. We have exposed you for who you really are. Wait till you see the proof, monkey. You shouldn't say nothing out your mouth, but you so ignorant, I know you will. Why? Because ignorance don't pay attention to nothing it's supposed to. Stupid motherfucker. So what I'm saying to you, quit the dog life right now. Let's be more than friends, as family, not food.
Yes, sir.
Y'all know who I'm talking to. My mind has changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. There's love in the air, baby, you know. Oh, kind of rush we've at it, but the time goes. Hey. You hear what I say? Kind of rush we've at it, but the time goes. But you gonna have to come now, so come my name, not too late. Israel. Shit. I'm putting a message out. Y'all don't hear it? What?
We hear it, Chief. We hear it, Chief. We showing up here. We on it. Nigga, call them the prayer to answer. Let's clean up this filth.
That's right. That's right. Oh, I hope you're open. Cause my message getting loaded. What is that? My message getting loaded. And I know that you're open. Cause my message getting loaded. I want all your energy. Come give me that. What? Good love and no question. Reach out and touch me. Hey, don't touch me. Just don't waste my time. Don't waste none of our time with that Pluto shit. Quit the dog like right now. My mind was changed. I'm glad you came. You are my nation. But it's not too late. There was love in the air, baby, you know. We've been at it where no time to rush. We've been at it where the time goes. But you're going to have to tell me now, so call my name not too late. It's real. Because I know you love me the way I love you. And it's true that you got a motive. And I think that you know it. Because I feel all your insecurity. Whoa.
Yes, sir.
So I hope that you're open. Because my message gets noticed. That I want all your energy. Come give me that. Good love and no question. Reach out and you touch me. A bad habit, don't judge me. Just don't waste my time. Nigga, whoa, hell on with you. That's it, y'all. Box it, back it, and put it out there. Shout out, fam. My name is ATUN-RE.
Shaddah Da. Love y'all. Love you, Chief. Love you, Chief.
Love you, Chief.
My name is ATUN-RE.
My name is ATUN-RE. What's yours?
My name is ATUN-RE.
ATUN-RE, starting up. I'm going to clean the filth up.
Peace and love, family.
You know what it is, B.
Shaddah Da.
Shaddah Da.
Hey, man, let me tell y'all a story, though. Let me tell y'all a story, right?
Go ahead, bro.
Can I tell y'all a story real quick?
Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Hey, check this out, man. I got fired from my motherfucking job. It closed down for the corona and shit, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So I went to the job and shit, and it was closed. The warehouse was closed and shit, right? So I ain't know what the fuck I was gonna do.
Right.
So I just went to this office to pick up my check and shit. And guess who was there?
Who?
Nigga looked just like ATUN-RE, right? Real light skin.
Yes, sir.
Nigga from New York. I swear to God. I said, you know who you look like? He said, who? Who do I look like? I said, nigga, you look like ATUN-RE. He said, man, come on, sit down, man. I'm gonna get you this job right here. Everything else closed down. He said, man, just sit down, man, and wait till the lady finish talking, man. I'm gonna make sure you got some work. I'm gonna make sure you got somewhere to go. I said, thank you, man. I said, do you know who ATUN-RE is? He's like, man, I got you. I got you. Just sit down. I said, no, man, you got to see this nigga, man. I know your motherfucking twin. Family. Press record one more time. But I got one more thing I want to say. Press record right now.
It's going who?
Still going, Chief.
Call Billy on. Quit the job like Billy on. Woo! Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Quit it up like right now.
Right now. I see the dude like
Randevú as family. Quit it up like right now. What? Let's rendezvous as family. Woo!
Thank you, Chief.
Quit it up like right now. Let's be both them friends. Quit it up right now. Let's be both them friends. Let's rendezvous. Let's be both them friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Quit it up like right now. Let's be both them friends. Let's rendezvous as family.
Come on now.
Quit it up like right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Quit it up like right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Not booze. Yeah, that Quintillion. Quit it up like right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Come on, back on, Quintillion. Quit it up right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Not boo. Quit it up, man.
Right now.
Come on back home.
Now.
We love you still, nigga. Let's rendezvous as family. Not boo.
The fans don't love you,
nigga. Now. Let's be more
love your ass, nigga.
Let's rendezvous with family, not boo. But I hope that you notice that my message is noticed, that I want all your energy. Come give me that. Good love and no question. Reach out and you touch me. Bad habits don't touch me. Just don't waste my time. Quit the job right now. Let's be more than Let's rendezvous as family, not boo. Quit your job, nigga. Now I'm sending a message of love out to you, Quintillion. Quit the job right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family, not boo. What? Woo! My mind is changed. I'm glad you came. It's not too late. You are my nation. There's love in the air, baby, you know. Woo! We've been at it where the time goes. Woo! But you're going to have to show me now. So come on, ain't that too late? It will. And I know you love me the way I've been loving you. That you what? You got a motive, and I think that you know it, but I feel all your insecurity. What? Hey. So I hope that you're open, because my message is noticed. Quit the job like right now. Let's now. Let's rendezvous as family. We love you, boy. Come back home. Where you at, nigga? Where at? Quintillion. Quit the job nigga. Now. Right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous as family. Not boo. Personified, nigga. That shit get noticed. Whoa. And I hope that you're open. Because I want all your energy. Come give me that. Good love and no question. Reach out and just touch me. Bad habits, don't touch me. Just don't waste my time. Now quit the dog. Fuck it now. Quintillion, quit the dog right now. Right now. Let's be more than friends. Let's rendezvous and family. It's on the boo. Box it, and put it out there. My name is ATUN-RE, and I am the real Messiah. I love you, real Messiah, ATUN-RE.
Shaddah Da. Shaddah Da, Chief. Love you.
Shaddah Da. Love y'all niggas, man.
Hey,
let's get it, man.
We about to handle this.
Thank you, ATUN-RE. Thank you, Bobby Anoon.
And I'm out.
Love y'all, man.
Hey. My goodness, man.
Like a movie, right?
Hey, look here, y'all. You still recording?
Yeah, when we cut it off.
Hey, anything need to be said? No, not right. I mean, we don't even record this. What I gotta say. So if y'all anybody needs to say that need to be put on wax, go ahead and say it.
Yes, sir. Shaddah Da Family. Shaddah Da Family. I'm in New York City. I'm in Queens, and what the brother said. I'm sitting in here looking out the window yesterday, and I seen he had his back turned toward me first, but he looked like he was homeless. He had on, and he turned his face to me, man. He was taller, but he looked just like ATUN-RE. And I just kept like mentally talking to him. He kept looking at me, shaking his head with the connection, man. I didn't say nothing else. I let him go. But I seen another day. This is the third time I seen a brother looking like ATUN-RE. That's it. I love y'all. Shaddah Da.
Oh, that's deep.
Shaddah Da Family.
Signing out. Shaddah Da Family.
Hey, well, look here. We're gonna have a meeting.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
In a few.
Be looking for the notification. It won't take that long, about 20, 30 minutes. But I've been thinking about this for a while, so we got it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got a lot of shit to clear up, so, you know.
Yes, sir.
We're going to handle this.
How you do, bro?
All right. So, yeah, we're going to hit you up when we're ready. When we're ready for the meeting. You ready? All right. Shaddah Da, fam.
Shaddah Da.
Shaddah Da. Yeah.